Friends, we shall start in 1 minute. We shall start the session. My dear friends, on this graceful evening, it is my privilege and it gives me an immense pleasure to share few concepts on yoga. Friends, let us start by chanting Omkara, followed by salutation to Patanjali Maharshi. You sit in any comfortable position, on the floor, on the chair, or on the bed, wherever you feel comfortable. Sit straightly, adopt Namaskara Mudra, close your eyes gently, take a deep breath. While exhaling, we chant Omkara. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in, my friends. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपार्करोक्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिराणतोऽस्मि पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिराणतोऽस्मि Rub your palms. Make a cup of it and place it on the eyeballs. Rub the palms again. Make a cup of it and place it on the eyeballs. See that the heat is sinking in the form of energy spreading throughout your body. Slowly remove the palms. Slowly remove the eyes. Friends, we are living in the era of quantum physics. Quantum physics says that everything is energy. Vedas and Upanishads says, Prane bhutancha bhavyancha, Prane sarvam pratishtitam, Prano hi Bhagavan Matareshwaram. Prana is everywhere. Prana is God. Prana is mother. Prana is father. Chanting Omkara repeatedly is called Udgita Pranayama, Pranava Pranayama, Omkara Pranayama, Sthira Sukamasanam. Friends, in the last classes, we have learned 3 meditative postures. One is Padmasana. It is also called as Kamalasana or Padmaka. There are 2 types of Padmasana. If you enter from the left, it is called as Vama Padmasana. If you enter from the right leg, it is called as Dakshina Padmasana. Then we have learned from Padmasana, we can practice several asanas by the Mula Padmasana. Next, we have learned Swastikasana. Swastikasana is also called as Guptasana. The third meditative posture we have learned is Siddhasana. Siddhasana is also called as Muktasana. Today, we learn 3 more sitting meditative postures. Next, we shall learn Vajrasana. Now, how to practice Vajrasana? All sitting postures we start from Dandasana. I stretch both the legs. Now, the entire back of the legs should touch the ground. You pull the heels. You pull both the feet and place the 2 palms by the side of your right. You place the 2 palms like this, or if you need some comfort, you can place like this also. Friends, this is Dandasana. All sitting postures we perform by using Dandasana. This is Dandasana. Now I enter Vajrasana. You know that any asana has 3 stages. Entering the asana, staying in the asana and coming out of the asana. All the 3 stages are very, very important. Vajrasana. How to enter Vajrasana? I fold my left foot and place it on the left buttock. I fold my right foot and place it on the right buttock. So I sit comfortably like this. Now, there are 2 big toes. There are 2 big toes on the back. The 2 big toes on the back should touch each other. The 2 toes on the back should touch each other. Friends, this is Vajrasana. Now, if I am not taking any mudra, if I just place the 2 palms here, this is Mukta Hasta Vajrasana. I am not taking any mudras. So this is Mukta Hasta Vajrasana. If I take a mudra, suppose if I join, you know that the thumb is fire, the index finger is air. If I unite these two, if I just join the thumb with the index finger, the other fingers I keep straight. Now, at the thumb, friends, at the thumb we have the points of pituitary and endocrine glands. Pituitary is a gland in Sahasrara Chakra, 1000 petal lotus. We have pituitary. The 1000 Sahasraru is related to the pituitary gland. Endocrine. Endocrine glands are thyroid and parathyroid. So we have the points of pituitary and endocrine points on the thumb. Thumb is the biggest finger in the palm. So thumb is very, very important. Now this is the Agni Mudra. This is Agni, right? Now if I join these two, right? Now I am joining the tips. You need not press the two fingers. So this is Gnana Mudra. Vayu Tattva represents, my dear friends, Vayu Tattva represents knowledge. So this is Gnana Mudra. Gnana Mudra, it increases your knowledge. Friends, if I adopt a mudra on the right hand, right palm, the left brain will be activated. If I adopt a mudra on the left palm, the right brain will be activated. So the Hasta Mudras we practice on both the palms to balance the left and right brain hemispheres. The Hasta Mudras we practice by both the palms. Now here, you know, as I said, this is Gnana Mudra, my dear friends, where the thumb is touching the tip of the index finger. Suppose, if I place the thumb at the root of the index finger, if I place at the root of the index finger, the Gnana Tattva will be increased. Now, suppose if I take this mudra, this is the space mudra, Akasha mudra. If I place the thumb at the root of this, the Akasha Tattva will be increased. Now, you know that this is Prithvi. Prithvi represents the entire skin. Skin is the biggest organ in our body. If I place at the root, the Prithvi Tattva will be increased. Now, if I take the little finger represents water, Jala Tattva. 60% of our body is with water. Now, if I place at the root, the Jala Tattva will be increased. Mudra is a wonderful branch of yoga. Now, I am not adopting any mudra. This is Mukta Hasta Vajrasana. My dear friends, Vajrasana is a special asana. Why it is a special asana? This asana can be practiced to any length of time. Any length of time. Now, if you take any other asana, now there is a prescribed time. You cannot exceed more than that time. This Vajrasana, you can practice to any length of time. Even after having a full meal, you can sit in Vajrasana. That is the speciality of this Vajrasana. Now, with Vajrasana, I adopt the Gnana Mudra. Again, my dear friends, this Gnana Mudra is again a special mudra. Why? This Gnana Mudra, again, you can practice to any length of time. You can adopt Gnana Mudra throughout the day. So we have two wonderful combinations. One is Vajrasana. You can practice to any length of time. Other is Gnana Mudra. You can practice to any length of time. These two are wonderful combinations. Now I have a mudra. Now this is Vajrasana with Gnana Mudra. Now this is Vajrasana. Next, this is another sitting meditative posture. From Vajrasana, now I move to Virasana. My dear friends, the full name of this asana is Mahavirasana, named after Hanuman, the monkey god, who was the great hero of Hindu pantheon. Again, Virasana, I start from Dandasana, my dear friends. It is a small variation of Vajrasana. Now this is Dandasana. I fold my left foot. I place it on the left buttock. Now I fold the right foot. I place it on the right buttock. You know that this is Vajrasana. This is Vajrasana. Now I spread the thighs and I sit on the buttocks. I spread the thighs and I sit on the buttocks. So friends, now this is Virasana. Friends, this is Virasana, Mahavirasana, named after Hanuman god. Now if I don't take any mudra, this is Mukta Virasana. Now I take the Gnana Mudra. This is Gnana Mudra Virasana. Again, a sitting posture. Next, Bhadrasana. Again, Bhadrasana, same. From Vajrasana I start. I fold the left foot and place it on the left buttock. Right foot, I place it on the right buttock. You know that this is Vajrasana. Now I am kneeling, I rise and I sit on the fingers. I rise and I sit on the fingers of the toe. I sit on the fingers of the toe. Now this is Bhadrasana. Bhadrasana. Now this is Gnana Mudra and this is Chinmaya Mudra. Now friends, this is Chinmaya Mudra. I place Chinmaya Mudra with Bhadrasana. So this is Bhadrasana with Chinmaya Mudra. Friends, now these three, Vajrasana, Virasana, Bhadrasana, all these three asanas stabilizes the energy flow to the reproductive organs and enables control of the sexual energy. These asanas increases willpower and strengthens the body. The nadis, which are connected to the sex glands, sex organs and associated brain centers are stimulated. So we have learned 6 meditative postures, my dear friends. One is Padmasana. There are 2 types, Vama Padmasana, Dakshina Padmasana. Next is Swastikasana. Swastikasana is also called as Guptasana. Next is Siddhasana, Muktasana. Today, my dear friends, we have learned Vajrasana, Virasana and Bhadrasana. So these are the 6 sitting meditative postures, my dear friends. Now yesterday we were talking about Bhramari Pranayama. We have learnt Bhramari Pranayama. Bhramari Pranayama is also called as Brahmani Pranayama, for which we were using two mudras, Shanmukhi mudra and Namo mudra. Just we revise this and proceed. Shanmukhi mudra. There are three types of Shanmukhi mudra, type 1, type 2, type 3. What is type 1 Shanmukhi mudra? We start from the thumb. I plug the two ears with the thumb. Just you bring the thumb very near to the ears. Next, the index fingers I take to the base of the two eyeballs. I close. Now the middle finger I bring very close to the two nostrils. The ring finger, upper lips. The little finger, the lower lip. Right? Now, this is type 1 Shanmukhi mudra. After adopting type 1 Shanmukhi mudra, now I adopt Namo mudra. Namo mudra I adopt by using the tongue. I protrude my tongue. I squill and I touch the upper palate of the tongue by the lower tip. The lower tip of the tongue. This is Namo mudra. So type 1 Shanmukhi mudra. Now I adopt Namo mudra. Take a deep breath and chant Makara. Remove the Shanmukhi mudra, Namo mudra. Now this Makara, chanting Makara resembles the humming sound of a honey bee. Next, type 2 Shanmukhi mudra. I start, this is the reverse of type 1. I start from the two lips. I bring these two fingers close to the nostrils. I don't close. I close the two eyes. I plug the ears. Now you adopt Namo mudra. Now take a deep breath, chant Makara. This is type 2 Shanmukhi mudra. Now if anybody is standing outside this room, now they should feel that some honey bee is inside the room. Right? It is the humming sound of a honey bee. Type 3 Shanmukhi mudra. Friends, I like this. It is so simple. With two index fingers, I close the ears. The other four fingers, I place it on the two cheeks. It is so simple. Type 3 Shanmukhi mudra. Now I adopt the Namo mudra from the tongue. Now take a deep breath and chant Makara. So remove type 3 Shanmukhi mudra, Namo mudra. Again it is the humming sound of a honey bee. So this is Bhramari Pranayama, which is also called as Bhramari Pranayama. Now, what are the uses of Bhramari Pranayama? Friends, practice of Bhramari Pranayama stimulates the production of nitric oxide. Amazing. Now nitric oxide will be produced. the structural formula of nitric oxide is NO. Now this nitric oxide, this gas, it is a colorless gas. This nitric oxide is produced in the nasal passages, and it is produced in the sinuses. And more important, nitric oxide is produced at endothelium of arteries. Arteries are the blood vessels which carries oxygenated blood to lungs and the heart. From there it is spread throughout the body. Endothelium is the inner layer of arteries. So in the inner layer of arteries, this nitric oxide is produced. So it is produced in the nasal passages, in the sinuses, in the endothelium of the arteries. Now what happens? My dear friends, this nitric oxide, as I said, is a colorless gas. It kills any type of fungus, any type of bacteria, any type of virus. Hence, now with love and affection, my dear friends, this Brahmari and Brahmari are the very orthodox names. I have named this as Krimi Nashini Pranayama. Why? It kills any fungus, any type of fungus, any type of bacteria, friends, any type of virus. So I have named this as Krimi Nashini Pranayama. That is a brief discussion of Brahmari Pranayama. Friends, today we shall see the mudras supporting the practice of pranayama. So many mudras we are learning. Mudras plays a very, very important role in understanding yoga. Mudra is a wide branch. Now, I take the palm, I fold the first two fingers. I touch the first two fingers to the base of the thumb. So I am touching the first two fingers to the base of the thumb. The other two fingers I keep straight. I associate these two last two fingers with the thumb. I repeat. The first two fingers I fold, I touch the base of the thumb. The last two fingers I associate with the thumb. So, my dear friends, this is Vishnu Mudra. Remember, thumb is the biggest finger in the palm. This thumb is associated with these two fingers. Remember, two fingers is associated with the thumb. This is Vishnu Mudra. Next, now I associate the middle two fingers with the thumb, the other two fingers I keep straight. Now if I hold the mudra like this, it is a pair of deals. Friends, this is called as Mrugi Mudra. One is the Vishnu Mudra, the other is Mrugi Mudra. Here, my dear friends, the combination of two fingers with the thumb is very, very important. It has a scientific reason. If I take Vishnu Mudra, now instead of combining two fingers, I can combine with only one finger like this. If I take Mrugi Mudra, instead of combining with two fingers, I can combine with only one finger like this. Now if I combine with only one finger and practice the pranayama, the leakage of air will be there. Now to avoid the leakage of air during the practice of pranayama, always remember, always two fingers is associated with the thumb. That is the scientific reason. So we have learned two mudras, Vishnu Mudra and Rugi Mudra. Now we shall learn Bastrika Pranayama. Now here, I am not teaching Bastrika Pranayama as it is. Here we are applying Bastrika Pranayama to clean the nasal passages. Now if we want to practice Pranayama, the nasal passages must be clean so that the passage of air will be easy. So I take Vishnu Mudra, my dear friends. I adopt Vishnu Mudra on the nose. I close the right nostril. I open the left nostril. Active exhalation. It is like this. Come with me. I adopt Vishnu Mudra. Now I adopt Vishnu Mudra on the nose. I close the right nostril, left nostril is open. Now active exhalation. Active exhalation, passive inhalation. You focus only on exhalation. The inhalation, the body itself takes care. Now first we perform 3 rounds. First round 10 times. My dear friends. Now the left palm I have placed on the left knee. All the 5 fingers are available, right? Now we use these 5 fingers to count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3 rounds 10 times. First round 10 times. You count on the fingers. It is active exhalation. Come with me, my dear friends. I am adopting Vishnu Mudra. Right nostril is closed, left nostril is open. Second round 10 times. Third round, my dear friends. The right nostril is closed. We are cleaning the left nostril. Active exhalation 10 times. Now since I have the shortage of time, I am practicing only 3 rounds. How many rounds you want to practice? Till all the blockages of the left nostril is open and it is ready to practice pranayama. Now I assume that the left nostril is cleaned. Now I want to clean the right nostril. Now I adopt the Vishnu Mudra on the nose. I close the left nostril. I open the thumb. The right nostril is open. One round I demonstrate. Active exhalation 10 times. Three rounds. Come with me, my dear friends. First round 10 times. Active exhalation through the right nostril. Count on the fingers. Second round 10 times. Active exhalation. Second round 10 times. Third round 10 times. Remove the Vishnu Mudra. My dear friends, if I practice on the left like this, friends, this is Vama Bastrika. If I practice to the right, this is Dakshina Bastrika. Anything to the left is Vama, anything to the right is Dakshina. Now I use both the nostrils, Sahita Basrika, like this. Again, active exhalation, passive inhalation. 10 times I exhibit. 3 rounds you can follow me. Like this, I start from the left nostril. Left, right, 1. Left, right, 2. Left, right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, 3 rounds. Come with me. First round, alternate nostrils. First round 10 times. Left, right is 1. Take a deep breath in. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Now come with me. 3 rounds. 10 times. Second round, alternate breathing 10 times. Left, right is 1. Third round, my dear friends, 10 times. So if you practice from the left, it is Vama Bastrika. Here, Bastrika Pranayama we are using to clean the nasal passages. Vama Bastrika cleans the left nostril. If you practice on the right, it is Dakshina Bastrika. Dakshina Bastrika cleans the right nostril. And although the left nostril and right nostril are clean, we go for deep cleaning. The deep cleaning for which we use Sahita Bastrika, alternate nostrils. Thereby, the nasal passage will be clean, totally clean, and it is ready for the practice of pranayama. Friends, this is the Bastrika pranayama. Now here, Bastrika pranayama I have applied to clean the nasal passages. Before proceeding to next pranayama, we shall see some concepts from Swara Yoga. Swara Yoga is the science of breathing, the ultimate science of breathing. Friends, we know that the nose is the gateway of energy. Friends, if Shwasa is there in the nose, is Shiva. If Shwasa is not there in the nose, is Shava. Friends, we have a beautiful nose with 2 nostrils, left nostril and right nostril. Friends, if the flow of air is more on the left nostril compared to the right nostril, we say that we are breathing by the left nostril. We say that the left nostril is active. If the left nostril is active, we say that it is Ida Swara. Ida Swara is, left is always cool in temperature and friends it is blue in color. If the flow of air on the right nostril is more compared to the left nostril, we say that we are breathing by the right nostril. If you are breathing by the right nostril is active. The flow of breath on the right is called as Pingala Swara. Left it is Ida Swara, right it is Pingala Swara. This Pingala Swara is hot in temperature and it is red in color. If there is equal flow in both the nostrils, we say that we are breathing by both the nostrils. If you are breathing by both the nostrils, there will be a balance in prana, a balance in the autonomous nervous system. Friends, today we shall try to answer two enigmatic questions. The first question is, right now, right at this time, tell me, my dear friends, from which nostril you are breathing? Now this is a surprising question for you. Right from the birth, we start our birth by taking the first breath. Now, every day we are breathing approximately 28,300 times. 4 days we are breathing 1 lakh times. Up to now, so many lakhs, so many crore times we have breathed. Now I am asking the question, from which nostril you are breathing? You will be under the impression that you are breathing by both the nostrils. It is not correct. Now, you bring the index finger close to your nostrils, like this. Now, check yourself and please tell me from which nostril you are breathing. Are you breathing by the left nostril or by the right nostril? Please take your own time. This is the first time you are checking your breathing. Bring the index finger very close to the nostril and tell me, are you breathing by the left nostril or right nostril? If you are breathing by the left nostril, type L and post me. If you are breathing by the right nostril, type R and post the Facebook. Take your own time, friends. Let me come close so that I can see the answers. Yes, somebody type left. Yes. So you are breathing by the left nostril. Now somebody type again left. Yes, you are breathing by the left nostril. Another friend right. Yes, you are breathing by the right nostril. So my dear friend, we are not breathing always by both the nostrils. Either we are breathing by the left nostril or we are breathing by the right nostril. If you are breathing by the left nostril, it is Ida Swara. If you are breathing by the right nostril, it is Pingala Swara. If you are breathing by the left nostril, the temperature is cool and it is blue in color. If you are breathing by the right nostril, the Ida Swara is hot in temperature and it is red in color. So, one question we have answered. We are breathing either by the left nostril or by the right nostril. Tomorrow we shall continue this Swara Yoga, a beautiful breathing science. So I have few minutes. I have taught 6 sitting meditative postures. You can adopt any one meditative postures. You can sit comfortably in any one meditative posture Now we conclude the session by chanting Omkara followed by a Shanti mantra. I adopt the Namaskara Mudra. Namaskara Mudra is also called as Pranjala Mudra, my dear friends. Sit straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath. While exhaling, I chant Omkara. Take a deep breath in. Breath in. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Mavid Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms. Make a cup of it and place it on the eyeballs. The electromagnetic plasmic energy in the form of heat is sinking in your eyeballs, spreading throughout your body. Rub the palms again, friends. Make a cup of it and place it on the eyeballs for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Remove the palms. Slowly open your eyes with a divine smile. Good night, Shubharatri. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you very much.